Funko Pops have pretty flimsy boxes, and because of that, a lot of people try to protect them. I mean, who would want a Black Adam with a crushed box? Nobody, and when it comes to protecting your figures, there's only been two main types, the protector as well as the hard stack. Until just recently when Vaulted Vinyl announced their brand new product, the Legendary. And now the reason that I'm making such a big deal out of these is because what they have on the back of the box. A new tier for Funko Pop protection, virtually unbreakable. It literally says the most durable Funko Pop protector ever. And so because of that, I want to put them to the test. But before we do that, let's open them up to see what they're all about. Because if I'm going to be honest, I actually haven't seen them in person yet. And let's see what's going on inside of here. Oh, there's a card. Oh, and I do also want to mention that they sent them over but are not paying me for this video. So whatever I say is my opinion. Tristan, may your two favorite Pops enjoy their new home. Shane. Well, Shane, thanks again. And now let's pop one of these out of the box. And the first thing I'm noticing is that they actually come inside of these like felt boxes, which is pretty crazy. But also when you're spending $60 for two of these, you expect them to come high-end, and so far they are. Oh, and I almost forgot about this. In the box, if you look in the bottom, at the bottom, it's your boy. And so I guess, guys, now it's time. Let's take one out of the felt to see what they actually feel like. Okay, we've got the first one here. It comes inside of like this nice styrofoam. That's always nice. I said nice twice, also didn't mean to rhyme. And now this is the top of the case. And then here is the Vaulted Vinyl. And now so far, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, it kind of feels like just a normal protector, but it does seem a little more sturdy. Oh, but something that I'm really enjoying is that it doesn't have a bottom and it's actually connected. Some of them don't have bottoms that open, but they still have like two pieces to it, so they could pop off. But this one here seems like it's all one big one. So I'll give them a plus for that because I really do enjoy the protectors that only have one side to it. And then we've also got this here, which is the top. And I believe it should just click right in. Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty nice. It might be a little bit hard to see, but there is definitely a Vaulted Vinyl logo up there. And if you guys are wondering how it's clicking, and there's actually magnets as well as these tiny little pegs to keep it in place, so when you put it down, it snaps right in. And now the next thing that I want to do is take a Funko Pop that I've got on my wall. Let's do Huckleberry Hound just for fun, because I want to see how it slides in, and ooh, that's pretty clean.
Ooh, that's good.
I also really enjoy how it sinks in slowly. And now let's see what it looks like with the lid on it. Okay, yeah, that is pretty nice. And another thing that I just thought of and I'm really enjoying is the way that the lid is, because a lot of the cheaper ones, they have it so kind of like lips around and it cuts off part of the figure at the top. But this one, you can actually see the entire thing. It also seems like they threw in a Vaulted Vinyl microfiber cloth, and I want to see if I get a fingerprint on it, how does that come off? I mean, it's a microfiber cloth. It's gonna work, but yeah, it's not too shabby. And now, sure, taking a look at the Pop inside the Legendary is okay. I mean, it's fine, but it's boring. And because they say it's virtually unbreakable, let's do a couple tests. Oh, and also, if you guys didn't see, they actually put up a video a little while ago of Shane literally whacking it with a baseball bat, so I feel like a hammer shouldn't do much. And now I'm debating on how I want to do this. I'm thinking of literally just putting it this way and then dropping it on lightly just to see what would happen before I go too crazy. Okay, so here we go, guys. I'm just going to let it down slowly. Oh, I'm not seeing anything. Like literally, guys, there is nothing wrong with it for that. So let me hit it again. I'm gonna go just a little bit harder, like a bit of a whack. It bounced right off. Now here's the problem, guys. Because it's clear, it's gonna be really hard to see if there's anything there, but I'll tell you, there is nothing in person. And now I think those two hits so far show that if you drop this, you're not gonna be damaging your figure. But now I wanna hit it another time, just a little bit harder. Maybe I'll do like a kind of a whack, a bit more like that. Now let me hold this. I'm kinda nervous, but here we go. There's nothing! I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm looking at this and I don't even know where I whacked it. Like maybe there's a bit of a scuff from the actual hammer hitting this, but there isn't even a crack in there. Like take a look at that. Okay, now I think you guys know what we have to do next. I've gotta hit it again just because I wanna see how far we can go with this thing. I did it from about here last time. I'm gonna go way higher. I'm gonna go like maybe way up here. I don't know, I'm nervous to hit this thing. Let's just go for it. Oh, okay, hold on. The lid came off. But it's not broken. It was kind of crazy that this came off, but if you guys are wondering, it clicks on like nothing. And this here, again, I am not seeing anything. And I guess that's why they gave you the microfiber cloth so you can get off those little bits. But yeah, guys, there is absolutely nothing, I repeat, nothing on this thing. Like, I'm not seeing a single crack. And now that I've done this, I also got the smudges off. Okay, now everybody, let's try this out with a Funko branded hard stack. These ones here are okay and do have some pretty thick sides, sides to them, but the lids come off pretty easy, and I don't know how this is gonna go. So I wanna do this with the exact same test where I hit it lightly, then hit it a little bit harder, then hit it the hardest. So let's see what happens if I just do this. Ooh, the lid's already coming off. Like, do I even have to do anymore? It cracked from doing the light hit. Alright, well, hold on. To be fair to Funko, let's hit it again and we'll see what happens. I'm afraid to hit this now. I should probably have safety goggles. Okay, okay, there we go. Oh, okay, alright. I don't want to hit this too hard because I'm afraid that I'm gonna, like, break the entire thing. I don't know, it's cracking. Like, it's definitely not as strong as I hit the other one, and it's definitely cracking more. Let's just give up on this one. That is pretty crazy though, guys. Literally one hit and it cracked right up the middle, and if I were to do it to the vaulted vinyl again, I mean, look at this thing. Nothing. Now, you know what, guys? I was thinking about it. I've been hitting it without pops inside, but now I kind of want to try it with a Funko Pop in here to see if maybe it would do anything to it. I mean, with the hammer hits, I doubt it, but it is maybe squishing a little bit, so it might wreck the box. I don't know. We'll try it out. And now, Kevin, I apologize if you get damaged, but your pop isn't that expensive, so we'll see how we do. And I'm just going to do one big hit like I did last time, and then we'll see if anything happens to the pop. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the lid came off again, like last time, but it looks like the pop might be okay. And I guess I don't have to take the lid off this time, vaulted vinyl. Thank you so much for doing that. But yeah, guys, the pop, oh my gosh, seems to be in pretty nice condition. Like, if I would have hit it with a hammer outside of this thing, there would have been a lot going on. But look at that, guys. It is completely flat still. So you know what, vaulted vinyl? I'll give you that as a pretty big pass. I mean, hey, the pop looks perfect. Now, I feel like at this point, guys, we've realized that the legendary is pretty crazy, or legendary for that matter. So now, I want to try out one more thing for today, a drop test with the other protectors as well. The normal one that you can find at pretty much any store, the thin kind of flimsy ones, as well as the one that Funko sells themselves. And I feel like with this test, it's not going to be so much of a which figure is going to be okay at the bottom, it's which one is going to save it the most, or are these ones going to be okay at the same height of a drop as the legendary. So let's pop some figures inside and go drop these things. All right, everyone, so we have now made it to the bridge. Let's drop them. Okay, so we're at the top and ready to go. The first one I'm going to be dropping is just the normal protector. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Okay, so I dropped it, and if I'm going to be honest, it didn't actually sound that bad, but it definitely hit a corner pretty hard. And now next up, we've got this one here, the Funko branded stack. And I know the lid comes off pretty easy. We've also got Alexander Hamilton inside. All right, everybody. Ooh, Geronimo! That one's gotta hurt. I dropped it and it shattered to pieces. How's it looking?
Well, the protector's busted. The pop's not bad. A little bit of damage.
I can't hear you. We'll just say it's awful. Okay, so now last but not least, we have the legendary with Hello Kitty as All Might inside. Let's see how this goes. Oh, but actually, before I drop it, with the test that we had at home, it should be pretty decent. Legendary in 3, 2, 1. Ah! And now from the looks of it, it seems like only the lid came off, which we talked about earlier. Let's go check them out. Okay, now I'm back down at the bottom of the bridge, and this is what they're looking like. Ooh, let's take a look at the back of the office. Well, everybody, I gotta say, that test was pretty interesting. So let's go through these one at a time, and I'll show you guys starting with the normal protector. And I gotta say, it turned out better than I expected. Especially because the pop seems to be in pretty decent condition. The only thing that's really wrong with it is, of course, the corner where it hit the ground. And now here's the thing, when you think about it, like a $2 protector being dropped from like 3 stories high, I'll take it. And I mean, here's the thing, what did we expect for a flimsy protector? Probably something just like this. And then everybody, next up here, we've got the Funko one, and this one, I'm gonna be honest, is an extreme drop. So it's not gonna normally happen if you just have them on your shelves, but this one here seems to shatter a little too easy. And now here's the thing, I don't wanna be negative towards the Funko protectors, but I do think they should make them out of something just a little less brittle, and I'd be okay with them being like $15 instead of $10 if they could do something like that. Because I'll be honest, guys, it was a lot of pieces that shattered. It almost sounded like Lego Star Wars. But here's the crazy part, if you don't really care about the stack, the pop seemed to turn out pretty good. Like, it's definitely better than the flimsy one. And when you take a look at it from the front, for it being dropped from 3 stories high, this is pretty decent. The only thing that happened to it was this back corner here, it got like a bit of a tear, and that's about it. So if I were to drop this from like a normal height somewhere in my room, it might crack a little bit, definitely not this bad, and your figure would totally be okay. It's just too bad that this one isn't usable anymore. It almost kind of feels like a puzzle. Like I can literally put it back together. If I had glue, I could probably use it again, but I'm probably just gonna toss this. Actually, hold on, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, wait. That's not too bad. Oh. And now, everybody, we've got the Legendary, and this one here wasn't perfect, but it was definitely the best out of all of them. And now I understand that this was a crazy test to do, dropping it from a 3-story bridge, but it does say virtually unbreakable, so that's why I wanted to do it. And I mean, taking a look at this thing, it almost seems brand new. The only thing that really damaged was the corner here where it got hit, and it didn't crack or anything. It's just like a little bit of a scuff, and then that's about it. So I gotta say, Vaulted Vinyl created a pretty crazy product here, and especially calling it a Legendary, I think the name's pretty fitting. The only thing that I would say about this, though, and I think that Vaulted Vinyl, maybe if they're going to be making a V2 in the future, I would say they should fix, is the way the lid is put on. Because if you were to just put this onto a shelf, it would be totally fine. But now that I've done this drop, and I don't know if it happened during the hammer one or when it fell out of the 3 stories, that you can actually do this now. So those little bumps that they had on the top to like hold it together are completely gone. And here's the thing, it's fine if you want to just put it back on, but now it does slide off a little bit. And also, every single time that I either hit it or dropped it, that was the first thing to go. So I'm guessing that's what probably happened to the bumps. And if you guys want to take a look at the figure, because the lid did come off, that was actually the only reason there was any scuffs on the figure. Like on the very back top, you can see there are some tiny ones, but it's not a big deal. I just wanted to point that out because that was something that happened when I dropped this, and besides that, the pop's pretty perfect. And now if anybody's wondering on a recommendation from me, I would say when it comes to these, if you just have like any like normal pop that you can find over at Walmart or Target, definitely go for this one here. The thinner flimsy protector honestly just helps it if it's on your shelf and you drop it down. I've actually saved a bunch of my figures because of these, so it's definitely worth it. And when the figure's not worth that much, but maybe you just want to keep the box in nice condition, like for example, some of my newer ones like Elliot and E.T., it would be nice to have. But when it comes to something a little bit more expensive, I would go for the Funko one, because honestly, like $10 to save maybe like a figure that's worth about like $100 in your collection, it's a pretty good investment. Especially because when a figure is $100, there's probably a good chance that it could go way higher than that in the future, like maybe a new movie comes out for the character or something like that, so I would definitely want to keep it in the best condition possible. But if you're willing to pay the extra for this one here, and you've got like a really expensive figure, I would say go for it 1000%. Because I definitely have a couple figures that I would love to put inside of one, and you know what? Since I've got a second one here, like a fresh one, let's open it up and put this guy inside. And if you guys are curious which figure this is, it's the Turtle Freddy, one of the NFT ones that came out a little while ago. I won it in a Whatnot auction, and it's one of my favorite figures in the collection, and now let's let it slide in just like that. Oh, I love that. It's actually so satisfying. And then we'll take this out, and this one does have the notches, but yeah, Vaulted Vinyl, like I said, I don't know how you would do it, but maybe if you can make them a little bit longer. The problem is dropping it from that high, they're probably gonna break anyway. And I guess the real reason that you want one of these is to save the figure, and the Hello Kitty one was completely fine when we dropped it, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's just the only thing that I think maybe could be fixed. Besides that, I think it's perfect. And so I guess, guys, let's put the lid on top, and I'll show you what it looks like sealed. There it is, such a clean protector. And so anyways, guys, there you go. That is everything for today, and if you guys want to check out some of the Legendaries for yourself, I will have them linked in the description down below. And Vaulted Vinyl, again, thank you so much for sending these over. Because honestly, it was a lot of fun testing it out today, and I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm back to the bone. I ain't sure what you've been told. Yeah, I'm mad, you a clone. Sussy boy don't even have a sound of his own. I'm a dad, you're the song. I'm a fire hazard making hits from my home. I'm a tad, big bro. Baby no money, means baby no stone. I like chick flicks, yeah, I'm realistic.